some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
What was that?
F3? Solid F2.
See, now you've lost me again.
It's the Fujita scale. It measures the intensity of a tornado by how much it eats.
Eats?
Destroys.
Little encounter we had back there is a strong F2, F3 maybe.
Bet we see some F4s today.
That'd be sweet.
4 is good. 4 will relocate your house fairly efficiently.
Is there an F5? What would that be like?
The finger of God.
None of you have ever seen an F5?
Just one of us.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will play the first game of a 3-game series against the Los Angeles Angels at what I believe is just called Angel Stadium in Anaheim, California. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. Had a little bit of a twister intro there. Folks, be careful out there. Apparently there are tornado watches in the Maryland area, maybe the tri-state area. I'm not quite sure. I'm on the other side of the planet. But apparently some pretty rough weather over in Birdland or in and around the area. But we've got some baseball here. Hopefully you guys will have your electricity remain on. The Orioles are coming off a pretty interesting series. If you just close your eyes and you don't look at one game and how that went on Friday, and you just walk away going, we just took 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers in L.A., you got to be feeling pretty good with that game yesterday, 12-1. Unbelievable. Good pitching, good hitting, and defense is okay. So we are facing the Angels here for 3 games. This is a team, and, if we have any aspirations of getting back to 500 before it's, already coming up on September, I think looking at the schedule ahead, this team needs to start winning 2 out of 3 on average. We have 6 series to play, all 3-game series, before the All-Star break this season. That's 18 games, and if the Orioles win 2 out of 3 on average, that's a 12-6 record. If we accomplish that, then we hit the All-Star break right at 500. That's the goal I want to set. I don't know how realistic it is, but I'm looking at the teams we have. We're playing a couple of teams that you can't take lightly for sure. but we're also avoiding, the best teams out there, I would say. It's a nice stretch of games. And if the Orioles can play anything like they did yesterday, we're not expecting to put 12 runs up every game. We're not expecting to beat our opponent by double digits every game, but you just want the team to feel like they can do it. And I saw a lot of quotes coming from the team after that win yesterday, where Alonso was basically breaking it down pretty much like I was after the game, talking about how, we just got to start winning series. And winning a series like that against the Dodgers lets the team know that they are capable of winning a series against the very best. They can take 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers. Theoretically, you have the ability to take 2 out of 3 from anybody, and that's what we need to do. We need to hurry up and start doing it. So the Angels, they have a losing record. I think they have the second worst record in the American League. They're either bottom or second bottom. They are 15 games below 500. This is a team that we need to beat. I'm looking at their lineup. There's no Mike Trout. He's out with an injury. And, you got a team that has a couple of guys that can do some stuff, but the vast majority of this lineup to me is one that, based on what we've seen from our starting pitching lately, I feel like we should be able to keep the opponent to a relatively low score. So what we're going to ask for is just for our bats to not be cold. Give us 4 runs at least, and I think we got a chance to win just about every game of this series. A sweep would be fantastic, but 2 out of 3 I feel like is a must. By the way, there's a weird start time here, 38 minutes after the hour for first pitch. So a couple of less minutes than usual for the pregame stuff. So with that in mind, let me go ahead and talk about the pitching matchup and the starting lineups, get those out of the way, and see where we are after that. We've got Kyle Bradish on the mound for the Orioles, a record of 4-7. His ERA after a fine start last time where he pitched to 2 outs in the 8th inning. Longest outing of any starting pitcher for the Orioles this season. His ERA is right on a flat 4. So another decent start tonight, and his ERA should be in the 3s. A whip of 1.51. He's pitched 81 innings. Oh, wow, you can really do the math here. So 4 runs per 9. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 4 is 36. So he's given up 36 runs in 81 innings. That's me using 3rd grade math. 81 hits in those 81 innings, 85 strikeouts, 41 walks. He's given up 11 home runs. He's going up against a lefty for the Angels by the name of Sam Aldegheri. Hope I'm saying that right. Aldegheri with a record of 2-2, ERA of 4.5. He's only pitched 20 innings. A whip of 1.55, 20 hits in 20 innings, 13 strikeouts, 11 walks. That's not a very good ratio. And he's given up a couple of home runs. Aldegheri, because it's a lefty on the lineup, or a lefty on the mound, I should say, for L.A., Orioles lineup looks a little bit different than we've been seeing lately, especially with both Adley, who's on the concussion list, and Samuel Basallo, who's played behind the plate for a few straight nights or days. Day game yesterday. But Sammy due for a day off behind the plate. So Sam Huff is going to do the catching tonight. Basallo with the lefty on the mound, just going to be left out of the starting lineup entirely. So with that in mind, Leody Taveras also not in the lineup. Not very happy about that one. But anyway, this is what we have. Taylor Ward will lead off and play left field. Gunnar Henderson will bat second and play shortstop. Pete Alonso will play first base and hit third. Kobe Mayo after questionably moved up to the number 5 spot for yesterday's game. Well, he's been promoted. Mayo batting cleanup tonight. He is facing a lefty. He's hitting about 300 against lefties this season. And I guess that's the thought process. He's DHing and cleaning up tonight. And then you got Tyler O'Neill batting right after Kobe Mayo. I'll tell you this, folks. You have to think, at least, we'll see. But I got a feeling that the 4 or 5 hitters, Mayo and O'Neill, hitting back-to-back. Both these guys are hitting in the 180s on the season. It's a little bit concerning to have 2 guys with sub-200 batting averages hitting in those very, run-driving in important spots in the lineup. If we get a first-inning rally, those 2 guys are going to be coming up with guys on base, maybe with 2 down, and it's going to be up to 1 or 2 of those guys to get the big hit. And odds are that won't be the only situation. So I'm a little worried about it. Mayo and O'Neill hitting back-to-back 4-5 like this. But that's what we got. O'Neill in right field. Blaze Alexander has been moved all the way up to bat 6th. He'll play third base. Blaze is the guy I feel like we probably should have moved up to maybe bat 2nd, and then maybe moved Gunnar down to 3rd. Alonso cleans up. Mayo down to 5th. Feels a little more acceptable, and then that knocks O'Neill down another spot. I'd actually probably play Jeremiah over O'Neill. But anyway, I'm probably getting you lost in the lineup. Let's start from the top, folks. Ward in left, Gunnar at short, Alonso at first, Mayo DHing, O'Neill in right field, Blaze at third base batting 6th, Colton Cowser at center field hitting 7th. It'll be Jeremiah Jackson at second base hitting 8th, and Sam Huff will get the start behind the plate and bat 9th. For the Angels, I'm going to have to go over to a page that has first names because there's about 3 guys in this lineup I've never even heard of. Here they are. Zach Neto, the shortstop, will lead off. Nolan Shanwell is at first base batting 2nd. Joe Adell in right field will hit 3rd. Jorge Soler, the DH and cleanup hitter, batting 5th in left field. Wade Meckler. Denzer Guzman is at third base hitting 6th. Donovan Walton at second base batting 7th. Logan O'Hoppe, the catcher, hitting 8th. And Jose Siri, former Tampa Bay Ray, is in center field and batting 9th. Folks, you'll be happy to know that Felix Bautista, the Mountain, is scheduled to begin throwing bullpen sessions starting tomorrow. That is the next step in his progression. And so far, there have not been any setbacks, which means best case scenario, you might see the Mountain back for the final month of the season. Don't want to get people's hopes up about that, but it's always good news to get an update without any setbacks and seeing Bautista take the next step in his road to recovery here. Dylan Beavers has moved his AAA assignment up to AAA Norfolk starting tomorrow. And I think if we look at the time frame for Beavers, I think it would make sense that if all goes well with a series during the week with Norfolk, that he could be ready to get called back up as soon as Friday once we finish up the road trip. Off day Thursday. We have a homestand starting on Friday against the Nationals, 3 more against the White Sox. I think Beavers is on a pace to return to the team somewhere on that homestand, maybe as early as the opener. Adley Rutschman continues to be monitored and following post-concussion protocols. We're all hoping he'll be back as soon as he's eligible, which is still about another, 4 days. So that pretty much knocks him out of this road trip, but hopefully we'll see Adley back on the homestand. What else? Anything else of any, whoops, got a little condensation on the touchpad after taking a sip of that drink. There's a couple of other notes, but you don't care that Luis Vasquez is on the taxi squad right now. You don't care. Here's some updates about All-Star voting. The closest any Oriole is to winning an All-Star vote at a position is Adley Rutschman, and that is 4th place, and he's actually moved down from last week when he was in 3rd place. I don't think any Orioles are going to get voted in, folks. But we will get at least one representative, and, you know, we might have a couple. I think Alonso as a backup first baseman is making sense to me. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who, if anybody else, can make it over to... Where is the All-Star game this season? Somebody knows. Do I think Jackson Holliday will avoid the injured list? I do, Michael. I think he probably makes the lineup tonight if it wasn't a lefty starting. But, you know, they said he was available for yesterday's game if need be, which would lead you to believe that it's just a matter of saying, well, it's a lefty on the mound tonight. Let's just make sure, be extra careful, sit him again, maybe use him as a pinch hitter later. But I don't think we need to worry about anything long-term with Holiday, at least for this groin thing. All-Star game is in Reno, Nevada? What? All right, there is the Angels' Aldegheri emerging from the dugout and taking the mound to get his final warm-up throws in here. Boy, oh boy. Upper deck of the ballpark here, virtually empty. This looks like a crowd of 15,000 or less. I'd probably say 12,000 or less. I'm just going to assume maybe a couple thousand are still trickling in before first pitch. But not much of a crowd compared to the ones we saw in Seattle and at Dodger Stadium over the weekend, folks. Taylor Ward is in the on-deck circle. Folks, hurry up, and if you haven't seen the first pitch already, get ready to pause your game because you're probably going to be ahead of me. We want to get synced up. Try to pause it after first pitch. If not, maybe second batter, pause after the first pitch. But whenever you do it, allow me to then catch up and call that pitch, and then you unpause your game, and then you're ready and synced up with me for the rest of the night. All right, folks, Taylor Ward's about to step up to the batter's box. This is a must-win series. There, I said it. It's a must-win series. You know, the way we played in L.A., you know, that collapse in the 9th inning in Game 1 there, we could have had a chance at a sweep otherwise. I want to believe this team can keep it going and take 2 out of 3. If not, I don't want to be greedy, but damn it, if we do win the first 2 games of this series, let's try to sweep. But first, Game 1. Folks, Taylor Ward is in the box. And he is waiting on pitch 1 from Aldegheri. And here it is. That is swung on. Ward fouls the first pitch straight back. We are underway in Anaheim. Just a hop, skip, and a jump away from Disneyland. That pitch well outside. 1-1 the count on Ward. He's hitting .255, 4 homers, 21 RBI, facing his former team, the only team he played for before his trade to Baltimore in the offseason. By the way, the guy we traded to get him, Grayson Rodriguez, who has pitched for the Angels this season, currently on the injured list. We won't be seeing him. 2-1 on Ward. And this ball's flied out to center field pretty deep, going back, still going back, and that ball is gone! Bye, Bernie! Folks, check BW's Discord. He predicted 2 home runs from Ward in this series, and I might have under-predicted it. He's facing his former club. He had a home run in the previous series. This guy smacked 30 last season. He's due to go on a tear. Might it be happening here right now? A solo shot. First batter of the ball game. 1-0 Baltimore. And Gunnar fouls the first pitch away. Folks, Taylor Ward. Gunnar looks, that is a nasty pitch that should have been called a strike, a curveball that started about Gunnar's head, broke to the top inside corner, but the umpire must have given up on it. 1-1 the count, and Gunnar fouls it away. 1-2. Folks, 1 batter, 1 run. You got to like that. Oh, I forgot to take us over to this screen. I look like I'm 3 feet shorter. I'm supposed to be like about that high. If I had good posture, I'd be that high, but I don't. I think I need to adjust the camera a smidge. There we go. We got a 2-2 pitch to Gunnar, and that one is going to be challenged by the Angels. It hit the top of the zone. I think they might have gotten it. They did. Gunnar's going to be out. And he looks at a breaking ball that drops in for a strike. The Polar Bear, 249, 18 home runs, 52 RBI. He's on pace for about 106, 107. There's a comebacker right to Aldegheri. Lobs it over to first. And there are 2 away. Now, is this the Angels' regular uniform at home this year? I can't tell if this is a City Connect look or if this is kind of their new standard uniform. The batter is Kobe Mayo. And a backdoor changeup hits the outside edge for strike 1. I'm freezing up. Oh, is there already pitch inside 1-1? Is there lag issues already? I'm not seeing anything on the stream studio that's showing any issues yet. I hope not. 1-1 pitch in there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. A run in for Baltimore on a solo homer from Taylor Ward. There is lag? Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I'm showing excellent in the status window. Nice green dot. There's no yellow bar that's usually there if there's a lag issue. Hopefully it's just a momentary isolated blip, folks. I don't know what to tell you. The count is 2-2. These are their City Connects. Okay. Thank you, Phantom. Oh, I see right there. It was like a half-second little lag thing right there. Folks, as far as I know, lately we haven't had any issues too much. Here comes a payoff pitch to Mayo. A ground ball to third base. Throw across the diamond in time, and the inning is over. The Orioles do jump out ahead in the top of the first with a home run from former Angel Taylor Ward. The first at-bat he has against his former team and his former ballpark, and he goes yard. All right, bottom of the first, Baltimore 1. Angels are coming up. You froze a couple of times a minute ago, but it was not like a long pause, right? It was just a little hiccup. I think we can all handle a little hiccup. I'm trying to avoid those 20-second long freeze-ups or longer. Folks, we got over 100 people here. Likes are at 52. More than half of the room could help out here and hit that like button. We got a break in the ball game. The Angels will be sitting up Zach Neto, Nolan Schanuel, and Joe Adell. Hit that thumbs up, please, at the bottom of your screen. We have it likes just over 50, but we can certainly get close to 100 with the amount of people here right now. And that is a nightly task. Think of it as watering your plant or feeding your pet. You don't want to neglect it, do you? You want to see it healthy and grow. That's tonight's analogy. Hope it worked. All right, folks. Kyle Bradish, man, was he something special last time out? I really hope he picks up where he left off. I'm looking at this Angels lineup, and folks, I don't want to ever what do you call it? Underestimate an opponent, but if Bradish can do as well as he did against the Mariners in that lineup, anything close to that kind of pitching should get the job done here tonight. Zach Neto at the plate. Bradish is ready. First pitch is right in there with a sinker for a strike. Neto hitting .225. Got 17 home runs. Next pitch, another sinker, but it's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. That one is low, laid off, a slider. Thick eye black on for Neto. Folks, we got a 2-1 count. The pitch, there's a strike. Bradish finds the inside edge. 3 of the first 4 pitches have been sinkers. He hasn't shown that curveball yet, and he hasn't thrown a straight fastball either. Might he go to one of those? He goes with the slider. It breaks off the plate. He's only featured 2 pitches so far. The count has gone full. Got to get that leadoff man out. And on the outside edge, called strike 3. He nails the black. Neto shaking his head. Go take a seat, pal. Bradish is showing good command when he needed it on a 3-2 pitch. He hit that black on the outside.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Nolan Schanuel. He takes a big cut and a miss. 0-1. Schanuel, 5 home runs, 28 RBI. I think they're expecting a little more pop out of the bat of the first baseman. His OPS just over 700. Fouls away the next pitch, and it's quickly 0-2. Oh, now I see it. Now I see it. I saw the lag just then, folks. I don't know what it is. Let me think about it. I'm not sure what it might what would be causing it now. 0-2 on Seanwell. And a ball hit out to left field. That one will get down, and that ball escapes Ward. He has no idea where it is. Luckily, Gunnar going into the outfield, backing up. Seanwell might not have been watching that play to pick up on the opportunity to maybe stretch that to 2 bases there. So Ward gets lucky. It was a single all the way, but a little trouble fielding the ball there. But no damage beyond the 1 base. So 1 on, 1 out. And now going into right field, that ball's going to bloop in there for a base hit from Joe Adele. Back-to-back singles for the Angels here in the first. And that'll bring up the veteran all-or-nothing power hitter, Jorge Soler. This is an important moment in the ball game right here, folks. Very important. Going to set the tone here. First and second, 1 out. Soler at the plate, hitting just 220. First pitch from Bradish, not close. It's all the way down to the ground for ball 1. All right, how about a ground ball to right to somebody? The 1-0, swing and a miss. Slider from Bradish. Soler chased that one. It was nowhere near the zone. One and one the count, and now Bradish steps off the rubber. Back on, and he is ready at the belt. The pitch. Ooh. That slider had the zone all the way until the end where it dropped a little low. Soler lays off. Oh, wait, did they call it a strike? Oh, the Orioles challenge? They thought it was a strike? Oh, no. The Orioles. Sam Huff. That pitch was low. For sure, the Orioles have lost a challenge. The count is 2-1 on Soler. That fastball went straight down. It was a sinker, 97, but straight down. And Bradish, early doors here, but not looking as sharp as his last outing. And he is in a tough spot. 2 men on base and a 3-1 count on Soler. The pitch. Right in there. Soler did not offer at it. Full count. All right, we need a quality pitch. Quality pitch, please. Payoff pitch to Soler. Swing and a miss. Oh, doctor, a sinker on the inside edge and down. See you later. Woo.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Woo.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. Needed that. Now we get into the part of the order with a lot of guys who I've never heard of. And I hope they don't hurt us. First pitch outside to Wade Meckler. Got a decent average, 280. Couple of homers, 13 driven in. What's his position? Left field. Here's a foul ball off of the leg, the lower leg of Meckler. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. 1-0 Baltimore. We're in the bottom of the first. Let's get out of this inning so I can check in with the Charm City chat. Another late night game. Got a couple of more of these. Getaway game on Wednesday. And then back to your regularly scheduled program. 1-1 pitch is high. Meckler sporting a very distinguished mustache. One of the better ones I've seen in the league. 2-1 pitch. That ball's hit on the ground to first. Alonso will flip it to Bradish, covering the bag, and the Orioles get out of it. A couple of base runners in the first for the Angels, but none come across to score. We go to the second inning. Orioles 1. Angels nothing. Yankee lost to Detroit. Well, let's take a look at those out-of-town scores. Oh, no. I want to talk to the Charm City chat first. We'll look at the out-of-town scores here in a bit. Hey, Charm City chat. How the hell are you? Isaac is here. George, Matt, Type 3 Studios, Rob, Isaac, Key West, Phantom, Shante, Tremella, Principal Pinewood, Wesley, Maz Sticks, Chowa, Michael, did I get you already? Nicholas. If I'm repeating names, I'm sorry. This is not as easy as it might look. Hank is here. And Daniel, the Major, 411 Shirley. Maybe it's good to have music playing while I do this. Who else? Scott is here. Joel is here. Anita. Oh, yeah, this feels much more fun now. Kimman is here. Wesley. Tom Fisher. Owen is here. Be More Dubs. King Trent. Me More. Loretta. And I think I've caught up, folks. If I missed your name, it was not intentional. Shout yourself out again if you'd like. Folks, are back underway. Tyler O'Neill leading off. First pitch is high for ball 1. Folks, Popeye back in the lineup.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Ahoy, crew members. Welcome in. Wait, we got another challenge here on that first pitch. The Angels thought it was a strike, and they're wrong. That was high. And both teams now down to 1 challenge. Well, I feel better about wasting ours. The Angels certainly wasted one there on the first pitch. That ball misses to O'Neill. The count is 2-0. Aldegheri back into the windup, and O'Neill smacks it to third base. It's dropped initially, but time to pick up and still throw out O'Neill. That ball was scorched to third. Hot corner, doing what a hot corner should do. Just make sure you stop that ball. Keep it within arm's reach. Don't freak out, and you can still make the play. O'Neill was out by a bunch. Not even close. All right. 1 down. Who got next? It is your new fan favorite, folks, Blaze Alexander.
I do believe I'm on fire.
First pitch is near the dirt for ball one. Blaze. Average is climbing, now up to 312 with an OPS that only Pete Alonso has a higher number with on this team. There's a big curveball in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. It's so close, just 3/1000ths. It's 809 versus 812 in the OPS department coming into the game. So considering Alonso already, well, he did get on base. Well, wait a minute. It says no at-bats in the game? What? Let me refresh this. Something has run amok. There we go. Yeah, Alonso grounded out to the pitcher. So if Blaze does get a hit here, he may take the lead in the OPS department. That's how close it is. He's got a count of a ball and 2 strikes, nobody on, 1 out. Aldegheri's pitch is swung on and missed. Down goes Blaze. Aldegheri hitting a changeup on the outside edge. Blaze couldn't hold back long enough or reach out far enough to get a piece. 2 away, and the batter, Colton Cowser, facing a lefty. Not often we see Cowser get a start versus a lefty. I would have assumed Taveras would have been the guy for this spot. Strike 1 to Cowser. Hit on the ground to the first baseman, Shanwell. He will flip it to Aldegheri. He beats Cowser to the bag, and the inning is over. Folks, Aldegheri settles down here. Very easy inning of work. We go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Baltimore. I am what I am. Are you strong to the finish? Because you eats your spinach? I hope so. Folks, now let's take a look at those out-of-town scores. Late start in D.C. because of the weather, but it's already the top of the 7th inning now. The Nationals lead it 2-1 on the Phillies. In the top of the 9th, the Astros, well, it says 3 outs. Game may be over now. It looks like Toronto has just defeated the Astros. I'll wait to confirm that in a minute, but Toronto ahead 4-2. It's showing top of the 9th. Houston is the away team, down 2, but it says 3 outs. So is the game over? I don't know. It looks like the Blue Jays are going to win tonight. White Sox ahead of the Guardians 4-3. That's top of the 8th. Dodgers 2-1 over the Twins in the top of the 9th. Cardinals have a 3-2 lead on the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox 2-0 on the Rockies in the bottom of the 6th. Everything else today final. The Tigers beat the Yankees. Yay! Royals beat the Rays. Yay! Good news there. Rangers 4, Marlins 3. In 10 innings, the Brewers, in a low-scoring affair, edged out the Reds 2-1. There is one other game yet to start, even though we're 5 minutes past the listed start time. And that is the Braves out west playing the Padres. Wondering why that hasn't begun yet. All right, folks, we're back underway. Bottom of the 2nd inning. It is Denzer Guzman at the plate. And a slider inside for ball 1. Next pitch swung on and missed. This guy must be a baby. How old is this guy? This is a rebuilding Angels team. Denzer Guzman is only 22 years old. Fouled off to the left. 1-2 the count. He's hitting .271, 3 home runs, 11 driven in, and a good OPS at .827. Jays game is final. Thank you, folks. And they lost or they won? I forgot already. Where was that score? What the hell are they? Oh, the Jays won. Oh, well. All right, folks. We got a 2-2 count on Guzman, the pitch. And that should be strike 3. We're not challenge. Oh, God. Did we challenge? Oh, Huff stood up. I thought maybe we had challenge. That should have been strike 3, folks. Top of the zone. Instead, it's a full count. And now the payoff pitch. And that one is not close. Damn it. We turned a strikeout into a walk. We played a challenge stupidly. And now, since we're still so early in the game, we hesitate to challenge a much more important situation. The difference between an out and an leadoff walk. You got to know that that's important. Versus, I don't know, pitch 1 of an at-bat. First pitch strike here to Walton. Oh, that really burns my britches, folks. Walton is hitting .343. Well, if this is another prospect call-up, he's been doing great. .343 average. He hits a chopper, but Gunner's right at second base, taps the bag with his foot, throws to first in time. That's a double play, folks. It takes 2 to make it out of sight. Clear the bases, 2 down. Clear the bases. Here is Logan O'Hoppe. How the hell this guy doesn't get an Irish craft beer named after him at some point is beyond me. A good hoppy Irish draft beer. I'll have a Logan O'Hoppe. Put it on my tab. There's a called strike 2. Right down the middle from Bradish. 0-2 with 2 outs, bases empty. Little ray of sunshine streaking across the pitching mound right now with everything in front of the pitcher in shadow. O'Hoppe's been hot in his last 10 games, hitting .464 in that stretch. Makes you wonder what his current .244 average must have been before that started. He just stared at strike 3. Folks, Kyle Bradish, couple of more scoreless innings starting tonight.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Hey, folks, here's the deal. We are just a couple of subscribers away. If you will take a note of that odometer in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, that is the subscriber count for the channel, folks. We are so close to hitting a nice round number. If those watching right now will take the plunge and give subscribing a chance. Folks, it's free. And you become an instant bird watcher, part of the community. It'll make it easier for you to find the channel for future games. It helps the channel grow. And it gives you access to the Charm City chat, if that's your thing, if you want to chime in or, you know, sharing some of the jokes we have over here. It's a good place to be. Just a few subscribers away. And we can get that number to roll over to 5,100 tonight. I'm not being greedy. This is a channel when things are going well. We typically get 15, 20, 25 subscribers in a single ball game. This West Coast trip, however, mostly attended by the hardcore bird watchers that are here for every game. So perhaps... Oh, I see the yellow bar now. I see the lag issue. Oh, sorry, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Come on, bounce back. Bounce back. Folks, there is a lag issue. Can't tell you why. I hope it doesn't ruin your experience. We have a first pitch swung on and fouled away by Jeremiah Jackson, leading off the top of the third inning.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Folks. And here's a ground ball, backhanded at shortstop by Neto. Strong throw. Jeremiah's retired. Taylor Ward's home run to lead off the ball game really had us feeling positive about what our offense can do tonight. But since that leadoff homer, the Orioles have been 7 up, 7 down. We're going to need more than one run. Here is Sam Huff getting a start after the only other catcher available, Sammy Basayo, having made 3 straight starts behind the plate. We should see Sammy back there for the final 2 games, or at least DHing the Sunday game. There is a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count on Huff, who's hitting .211. Folks, 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. Top of the order next. I'm sorry, is it only 2-1? I thought we had gotten to 3-1. Here's a foul tip at the plate. And I might have jumped the gun, folks. I'm showing a count of 2-2 on Huff. Ward, who hit that leadoff homer for the only run of the ball game, is waiting on deck. He will come up with only 1 out. Huff fouls back the 2-2, and we'll do it again. Solid AB here from our number 9 third catcher, making Aldegheri throw some pitches here. Another 2-2. That's in the dirt. Full count. Good work, Huff. Folks, I used to have a button for Huff, but I got to tell you, that one had to get bumped away. Again, I've only got so much space on here. I've got more space, but only so much to where I can realistically get to these buttons in a short amount of time. That is a called strike 3. A 4-seamer from Aldegheri right at the bottom zone, bottom of the zone, on the outer half of the plate. Huff goes down looking, 2 down in the inning. Here's Taylor Ward. Again, I made a prediction that Ward would have 2 home runs in this series. He's already got 1 and 1 at bat. I'm feeling good about my prediction. First pitch is a curveball for a strike, borderline on the inside corner. Did Ward challenge? I don't know if he's got this, and if he doesn't, we're out. Unbelievable. I cannot believe Taylor Ward challenged the first pitch of an at-bat with 2 outs and nobody on base. What are we doing? I thought we had figured this out. We were looking pretty good with challenges lately. Ward lines it to left, but it hangs up there for Meckler, makes the catch, and the inning is over. What the hell are we doing with these challenges? We just gave them both away for the remainder of the ball game. It makes no sense. If you're going to challenge the first pitch of an at-bat, especially in a 2-out, nobody-on situation, you need to be 100% sure that you're right. Especially, on top of that, when you've already given away the first challenge. I mean, I cannot come up with a way to talk about this without making it sound as bad as it is. It's just bad. It's bad. What are we thinking? Yeah, shame. Exactly. Where's that button? Good
Shame.
grief.
Shame. 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 Shame.
Man, you just have to hope that won't cost us, but there's a lot of ball game left. And at least the Angels have given away one of theirs already. Maybe they'll give away their second one quickly, and then we can just call it a wash. Honestly. I mean, again, somebody just needs to sit down with a mathematician and be like, look, these are situations where you challenge. These are situations where you challenge if you're 100% sure. These are situations where you challenge whether you're mostly sure, but the positive outcome, if you're right, has a giant impact on the at-bat. You know, you just got to break it down. And I'll tell you this, what's at the bottom of the list is 2 down, nobody on base, and the first pitch to the batter. That is the least. Who gives a shit if they called it wrong? And you better be 100% right. Challenge situation. I hope they can figure that out. It's so. I mean, I get it. It's a brand new system, first year implemented. We're watching professionals up here who know how to do everything better than the rest of the world. And every other aspect when it comes to playing Major League Baseball. They need to hurry up and catch up with regular Joes like me that seem to know when it's a more appropriate time to use challenges. You got to just figure this out. Sorry for the rant, folks. All right, we're back underway, and there's a borderline first pitch called a ball that goes against us. It's 1-0 on the number 9 batter, Jose Siri. Swing and a miss on the next pitch. A slider from Bradish. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Siri hitting .297 from the number 9 spot. 4 homers, 16 RBI. Here's a ground ball backhanded at third. We'll have to hurry. Siri's a fast runner. And another low throw bailed out by Pete Alonso over there at first base. Wait, Leody Taveras is at third base? What? What the hell? For a second, I thought Jeremiah got moved over there for some reason. Leody Taveras is playing third base. Alexander came up lame. Oh, my goodness. Blaze is out of the ballgame. You mean to tell me this is the best way to set shit up? Is to have Taveras at third? Just make a double switch. Or how about this? That's a base hit down the left field line by Neto. No, it's not. It's a foul ball. The crowd reacted in a way that fooled me. I'm sorry. Exhale, folks. Sorry about the scare. Not an extra base hit. It's a foul ball down the left field line. Why don't they just move Jeremiah to third and have Holiday at second, or have Holiday? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Here's a strike right down the middle to Neto. The count is 1-2. What the hell? I told you Folks, go to my Discord. I said tonight's lineup brought to you by ChatGPT. I didn't really look ahead for a potential situation like this, but look at what this has done for us. We have created a lineup that apparently forces us to play Taveras at third base, and we're in the third inning. We brought up Ciani. Probably and Vasquez is on the taxi squad. There's a tag on a strikeout, folks. Another strikeout for Bradish.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Holiday doesn't even have a jersey on. I would just take the DH away. Honestly. Maybe after one more trip through for Mayo as DH. Just take it away after that. Have him just play third base. And then, I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen a lineup just This is a disaster. This is a lineup disaster. And we're in the third inning. One guy goes down, and suddenly Taveras is at third base. They DFA'd Ciani? Well, then who took a spot in the roster? Because he was just in the lineup yesterday. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Right now, I feel like we need an infielder as the 26th man more than we need an outfielder. And apparently we got an infielder on the taxi squad. 2-0 the count on Nolan Shanwell. Trump's a catcher. That ball's hit hard to right. That ball's going to be trouble. A dive, and did he make the catch? Tyler O'Neill lays out an absolute stunning catch. One of the finest of the season by any outfielder on the Orioles. Folks, say what you want about Tyler O'Neill, but damn, that was a fine catch to rob extra bases. We still have a 1-0 ball game at the end of 3. What a diving catch made by Popeye, folks.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
He was booking it too. He was booking it. He made a perfect route. He ran his ass off. He laid fully out, and he closed it down. I don't think Trump is active right now. I think we just brought up... let me take a look at the current roster. Folks, again, something is wrong where if Blaze Alexander has to come out of a ball game, it means Taveras is playing third base. Something is wrong with your roster. If just one injury to one guy that's not even like... I mean, he's been great for us, but it's not like the team... It's not like Gunnar, where it's like, well, we don't really have a great backup option at short because Gunnar's in the lineup every day. All right, let me look here. Take a look into this. The hell's going on here? So Trump is on. We have 3 catchers. We have 3 catchers. So Trump got activated for Ciani. No, Ciani's still there too. What the hell kind of bench is this? No wonder we don't have an appropriate replacement. We've got 3 catchers. We got an additional outfielder that seemingly the only way he's ever going to get into a ball game is if we're up by 10 runs or more like yesterday. You got a guy like Jeremiah, who's an infielder, and Blaze, who is an infielder, but they can play outfielder. None of our outfielders can play infield. So basically, we need another infielder. And had I been monitoring the roster a little closer, I probably would have said something about it before we got exposed here tonight. I cannot believe Taveras is at third base. Folks, it's 2-1 on Gunnar Henderson. He is leading off the top of the fourth. I apologize if I'm talking too much about it.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Pitch outside, 3-1. Gunnar leading off. He'll be followed by Alonso and Mayo. Yeah, Holiday, there he is. Not dressed up. 3-1. I barely have the audio of what is the Angels broadcast up, but I can hear them talking about this situation right now, and they're the opposing team. They're sitting there confused as to how Taveras is playing third base. So you're gonna have a team where with an unavailable Holiday, he called up a third catcher, Chadwick Tromp. You got Ciani still here with not much to do. And that's a walk on a 3-2 pitch to Gunnar, folks. A leadoff walk to begin the top of the fourth.
I'm walking here.
Left knee discomfort. That is not good. That could be a small thing or a big thing. Good grief. Blaze has really given this team a spark. No pun intended. I would hate to lose him for any considerable amount of time. Here's Pete Alonso, folks. 1 on, nobody out. First pitch, backdoor changeup. Hits the outside for strike 1. The polar bear.
A polar bear stirs.
Yeah, I would expect the Angels in a 1-run game to be testing Taveras as much as possible with some of their lighter hitters, laying down some bunts that way. The 0-1 pitch. That one hit the top of the zone, but that call goes our way. It's called a ball. 1-1 the count. Umpires missed quite a few. They've been pretty borderline, most of them, though. Not so much to where it's egregiously bad. Here's a ball hit, and it's going to drop in to shallow left field. Alonso pulled that ball to left, not on the sweet spot at all. Just enough, though, to get it over the infield for a single. The Orioles now runners at first and second. Folks, turn on that sprinkler. We got 2 on and nobody out. Phantom. I'm not happy to hear it, man. Not happy to hear it. There's a first pitch curveball for a strike to Kobe Mayo, folks. Let's open up that sandwich. Mayo is set up for an Earl Weaver special right now.
Let's get it all on there. Just spread it out.
The 0-1, he takes a big swing on a changeup that stayed outside and low. It's 0-2. Folks, we're 8 likes away from 100. Please help us get to those triple digits. We got almost 200 people here. Just a little bit of help will get us to 100. Thumbs up at the bottom of your screen. 0-2 to Mayo. First and second. Nobody out. Try to move the runners up if you can, Kobe. Make some contact. You're facing a lefty. Inside. Ball 1. One and 2 to Mayo. The pitch swung on. Mayo golfs it out to left. Keep going. Stay fair. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie. Be BW wanted an Earl Weaver special. BW gets an Earl Weaver special. 4-0 Baltimore in the top of the fourth, folks. But open up the sandwich.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Folks, I won't say I directly called both home runs tonight, but I pretty much called both home runs tonight. Okay? If that doesn't give you some indication of just how laser focused idiot savant with the emphasis on idiot. Here's O'Neill with a fly ball to left. It's shallow. Neto going way out. The shortstop will make the catch. And that is the first out of the inning. 4-0. Again, folks, I don't need to be showered with praise about it, but I do see a couple of acknowledgments there. This is what happens when you eat, sleep, and breathe baseball. You just see situations setting themselves up. And that's kind of the idea. This is a game where I think the best people are just a pitch or two ahead, an at-bat or two ahead, a game ahead, just trying to be a little ahead. And I'll leave it at that. I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky tonight. Whatever. Folks, we got over 100 likes. Thanks for that. The pitch to Alexander from Aldegheri to Tavares. I still can't believe he's playing third base. 1-2 to Tavares, folks. Where's your music at?
Come on, let's dance.
There you go. Folks, so that's me without the hat. Then you add the hat to the equation, and that's why you get Orioles magic. You won't find it on any other channel. That's right. 2-2 on Tavares. Outside, close. It is ball 3. Full count, 1 out. 3 runs in. I may have made a deal with the devil. Here's a ground ball. Third baseman backs up near the foul line. Strong throw across in time. Tavares is retired for out number 2. Aldegheri now on 60 pitches. The Orioles lead it 4-0. And look, I'm not saying this game is in the bag, but I'm saying it should be. Again, this team, with the way we've been playing here in last couple of games against the Dodgers and what we need to accomplish, you build a 4-run lead against a team like the Angels, you better see out a win. Colton Cowser takes strike 1. 2 down. Cowser's 0 for 1. And that pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rays lost. That's good to hear. Cowser's current average against lefties is at 176. And that was after getting a hit off of one. I think he got a couple of hits off of lefties in recent games. Maybe that's why he was given a shot to start tonight. But it had been like below 100, I think, before those last couple of hits. Here's a swing and a miss. It's 2-2. That's right, folks. Get some cows and some milkmen up in the chat now. This is called audience participation. They just showed more footage of Blaze. This time looked better. Still not walking smooth, but not as scary. I'm I'll leave the speculation up to you, Phantom. Again, even with that update, I'm still in a position of saying could be minor, could be a stint on the IL. We'll have to wait. Here's a flip to first base, and that will end the inning on a comebacker to the pitcher by Cowser. Folks, we go to the bottom of the fourth. A 3-run bomb by Kobe Mayo. He opened up the sandwich, and he got it all on there.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Orioles lead it 4-0. All right. I think it's time for BW to enjoy himself a little lucky. Hey, that game that should have started when I last looked is now underway. I guess a brief delay in San Diego. No score between the Braves and the Padres out west. Hey, Nationals are in a position to put this one away against the Phillies. They have a 4-1 lead, and they have the bases loaded right now with only one out in the bottom of the eighth in D.C. In the bottom of the ninth, the White Sox are at the plate with one out, down by a run with nobody on. Cleveland lead 5-4 there. Also, bottom of the eighth, Red Sox 2, Rockies nothing. And every other game is done with. We went over all that. I ain't going over that again. What do I look like? The hell do I look like? Folks, we do know tomorrow's Game 2 starter. I need to hurry up and make a event for it. Make that little thumbnail with the pitching matchup. Where was that listed? I'll have to find it. I might not find it in time. But somebody's going for the Angels tomorrow. We will have Shane Baz. Oh, it's Johnson. There it is. It's on the ESPN page now. Shane Baz against right-hander Ryan Johnson, who on the season has a record of 0-2, an ERA of 12.83, and a whip of 2.33. Are you kidding me? Last time out, this guy went 5 innings, gave up 8 hits and a walk, 2 home runs, 5 runs. Start before that, 2 innings, 5 runs, 2 home run balls again. Hey, here's a ground ball to first base. Alonso will take it to the bag unassisted. Joe Adell is retired to begin the bottom of the fourth. Kyle Bradish back to work. He's on 45 pitches now with 1 out in the 4th inning. Yeah, I'm reading it all off right now here, Phantom. Start before that one, he went 2 innings, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk. I mean, this guy has been garbage. First appearance of the season, it was a start. He went 3 1/3 innings against the Cubs, gave up 7 hits and 4 walks in those 3 1/3 innings, 6 earned runs, including a home run ball. This guy might be the worst pitcher in baseball. And we're going after him tomorrow. Folks, we got a nice lead here. We have a nice-looking pitching matchup tomorrow. And if we can win those 2 games, we got a shot at a sweep. The only thing that bothers me is we got to get something out of Trey Gibson for that 3rd game. Here's a routine grounder to short. Gunner will get it to first in time. And another batter retired by Bradish as he works the, I guess you have to consider, meat of this order. Jorge Soler retired. 2 down for Meckler. And a breaking ball drops into the bottom of the zone for a called strike. Perfect curveball there from Bradish, who appears to, after a little bit of command issues at the start of the game, looks like he's back into the groove right now. That pitch low, 1-1 the count. Bryan Cranston is manager of the Angels. Which version? The Walter White version or the Malcolm in the Middle dad version? Or the dentist from Seinfeld version? Which one? There's a strike. It's 1-2. Gibson got his mojo back in well, I think we'd all be, a little bit untruthful if we felt like, oh, I'm confident when Gibson takes the mound. I want to see him pitch great. I have seen what is good in his, I see the good in him, but I need to see come out looking good and, avoid any big bad innings. Here's a ball that's going to fall in front of center fielder Cowser for a base hit. It's a 2-out single for Meckler. Johnson, a quad A pitcher. AAA whip is .63, but he's just getting his ass handed to him in the bigs. Sounds good to me. Here's Denzer Guzman. Walked his first time up. Denzer? I hardly know her. First pitch strike from Bradish. He's on 54 pitches right now. The 0-1, that one low. Pretty quiet at the ballpark. Again, my sound, I keep it down just loud enough to pick up the crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd. Usually I can hear some sort of hum. It sounds very quiet. Here's a ground ball to second base, and going to get the out at first to end the inning. That's it. Just don't hit anything to third base, and we'll get through this one, no problem. We go to the fifth inning, folks. The Orioles lead at 4-0. Phantom heard a random guy ordering a hot dog and a beer. Yeah, that's when you know the crowd is quiet. Just one guy going, yeah, let me get 2 footlongs, 2 Bud Lights. How much is that? Can you break 100? All right. Great. Yeah, you don't want to hear it. You like to hear the sounds of the ballpark, folks, but not so acute as to hear individuals putting in their hot dog orders. Folks, you want to hear the vendor. Ice cold beer, hip. Ice cold beer, hip. I would have been a good vendor, except for the walking up and down stairs part. I would have come up with a better system. I'd have a full tray of whatever it is. I'd start walking down, and I'd refuse to return back up the stairs until everything's been sold. I'm not walking back upstairs with like 80 pounds of drinks. Hells no. You could have been one of the vendors at a stand. I know. I could have been a contender. I could have been a vendor. I don't know. I think when I was young, I was like, what is my best chances of getting a job where I can be at the ballpark for every game? I thought about being the Oriole bird, but I'm like, well, there's only one person for that, and I know it's got to be hot as balls wearing that thing in the summertime. First pitch strike up and away in the zone to Jeremiah Jackson. Folks.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Bum, bum, bum. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. It'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up for Baltimore. Huff and Ward to come. Isn't any gig at the Redskins stadium a part-time gig? They have 8 home games, right? 9 maybe now. I'll throw in another 1 or 2 for pre-season. Yeah, I don't think you can do anything working for Redskins games, or I'm sorry, Commanders games, whatever. That can be considered full-time, at least in the vending area. Hey, folks, we just got a base runner. I'm sorry. Jeremiah Jackson with a base hit, a single to left field.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Boom, boom, boom. Leadoff man on for Sam Huff. Speaking of the Redskins, former linebacker and radio personality. And then he doesn't do a Monday or Thursday night, so that shaves off one of the home games. All right, so for 9 nights a year, he's got a part-time job. I'd say that's part-time. That pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch from Aldegheri. And nice frame attempt there by the catcher. That was close to being a strike. Might have been a little low, though, and the ump says it was. It's 2 balls and a strike on Sam Huff. Hey, there's Cakes. Angel broadcast showing us a shot of Jim Palmer. There's a line foul off to the right. It's 2-2. Folks, we're in the top of the 5th inning. The Orioles got the home run ball working tonight. A solo home run by Taylor Ward to begin the ball game, and a 3-run bomb from Mayo is why the score is currently 4-0. Here's a broken bat grounder to third. They go the short way to second for 1. Return throw to first will be late, but not too far from turning 2. It'll be a fielder's choice. And the Orioles, Jeremiah hanging out at second, wondering whether or not he is indeed out, and the Orioles are going to challenge. The Orioles think there was no out made at second base, and let's take a look. He got a big bat shard flying toward the middle of the infield, and I can't tell from that angle or that speed if Jeremiah got his foot in here. That angle's not going to help. I've seen 2 very unhelpful angles, but if the Orioles challenge, they must have had some angle that showed some pretty good proof. Maybe this angle. This might be the one. Oof, that is bang bang. It's a bang bang play, and we have the disadvantage of the original call being out. I don't think it's going to get overturned, but I'm not going to say it's 100%. There could be a chance. There could be. I don't think so. Hey, Carl with a super sticker. Thank you, Carl.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
Do you think Melanie Newman probably buys a hot dog for every one announcer for this? I don't think Melanie has to pay for the hot dog. I think the hot dog has to pay for Melanie. Palmer is saying way safe? I'll give you maybe safe. Call is overturned. The runner is safe. Okay. Terrific. No outs. The Angels get nothing. We've got first and second. Nobody out, folks. Those are the 8 and 9 hitters reaching base. with nobody out. Now you got the top of the order. Taylor Ward, home run already tonight, facing his former team. A chance for a big night. Aldegheri's 76th pitch is low and away for ball one. Folks, how about a charge? Come on, Charm City chat. The 1-0. And he looks at a strike. That was borderline. Inside edge. Just kissed the corner there. Jeremiah's at second base. Huff over at first. Not much speed at first. At all. 1-1 pitch. That one's inside. 2-1. Come on, folks. Come on. We're out west. We're playing late, and I'm up all night to get lucky. Let's go. Ward hits it in the air. It's a pop-up on the infield. First baseman appears to have it. Sean Well makes the catch. And that is a very unproductive out number one. Let's see what Gunner can do, folks. What can Gunner do?
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
Folks, we need a couple of subscribers to get to 5,100 and get that odometer to roll over one time tonight. Come on. Become a bird watcher. It's free. Hit that subscribe button. Here's Gunnar Henderson. Aldegheri's first pitch. He checks his swing. The appeal. He did not go. Gunnar with a count of 1-0. Aldegheri's thrown 43 pitches since the start of the last inning. That was number 44 since the start of the fourth. He's only got one out in the fifth. Now up to 81 pitches. 1-1 on Gunner. Phantom wants a Gunna Weeva. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got a slow breaking curveball at just 73 miles an hour, and Gunner just could not wait back on it. It is 1-2. Did we hit 5,100? Folks, 5,100. How about them apples?
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I told you we were close. Here's the 1-2 to Gunner. Hit on the ground to the opposite side, and it's going to get into the hole. There's nowhere to go. Shortstop Neto did the smart thing. He was keeping an eye on the runner at third to see if he would take a lead off that bag and think about home plate and try to catch him. But he knew there was no other play. This ball hit slowly into the hole. Shortstop, no play. We've got bases loaded with one out for Alonso, folks. And the Angels are either going to have a mound meeting or a change. Looks like a meeting for now. Aldegheri is on the ropes here. It's already a 4-0 ball game. Now you got the bases loaded with a pretty hot hitting Pete Alonso due up.
A polar bear stirs.
Right-hander Fermin is up in the Angel bullpen. Folks, a chance for the Orioles to blow it open here in the fifth. Alonso with 4 career salamis. Facing Aldegheri, who has not been all that effective tonight and now is also running out of steam. I've already called 2 home run balls tonight, folks. Do I dare make it a third? I think I'll just be happy with a double in the gap. I don't want to get greedy. First pitch, that is inside for ball one. Come on, Charm City. A base clearing double, I'll take it. The 1-0. That missed. Inside as well. 2 balls, no strikes. Aldegheri is nibbling, and it's not working. The 2-0. There's a strike. That one caught the corner. Knee high on the inside. We're in the top of the 5th. Orioles already up 4-0. A chance to blow it open with bases loaded, 1 out. Alonso at the plate. The 2-1. Inside, ball 3. Nowhere to put him. Nowhere to put the polar bear. What does Aldegheri have in mind? The pitch. Oh, he caught the outside with a fastball. Alonso let it go by. It is 3-2. Big pitch coming up here. Come on, Pete. You're an RBI man. The payoff pitch. Swung on, and did he get a piece? He does. Woo, Nelly. That one was in under the hands. He just got a piece. Still 3-2. And another payoff is fouled off. This pitch away. Alonso fighting it off. Looking for something a little better. In this ballpark, Alonso in his career is batting .280 with an OPS over 1,000. You'd like to see that. Another 3-2. That ball's hit in the air to center field. It's going to drive in a run. It's caught there by Adele. Throw in toward third. Jeremiah across the plate, or is that Tavares? I apologize. I get the two confused when I'm watching on my smaller laptop. Don't call me racist. That is Jeremiah coming in to score. Folks, it is now 5-0 on a sac fly from Alonso. How you doing? Folks.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
5-0 to score, and we've knocked their starter out of the ball game. Aldegheri leaves on 4 2/3 innings, having given up 5 hits and a walk. 5 runs have scored already. 2 more base runners. His responsibility. ERA now at 5.47. 5-run lead now. Must win this game. And, yeah. We're pitching a shutout so far on the other end. Folks, things are looking pretty nice right now. Coming off a 12-1 win against the Dodgers. Looks like we're picking up right where we left off. Things are looking good, folks. Let me step away for a sec and stretch out a little bit, all right? Where's the button? Take it over here. Be right back.
He met a strange friend.
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
All right. The Orioles need to fix this roster tomorrow, honestly. Things are looking good, but clearly not a balanced roster. if one guy going out of the ball game with a problem results in Tavares playing third base. And it doesn't look like Blaze will be available tomorrow. Holiday might be ready, but we just need a little more depth on the infield. I would expect a roster move of some sort. Folks, new pitcher is Fermin. It's ball one to Kobe Mayo. Hit that big home run his last time. A 3-run shot against the lefty. But now he's got to try to do something off a righty where he's had much less success. He's ahead in the count, though, 2-0. Next pitch, swung on and fouled behind the plate. Mayo now up to 10 home runs and 30 RBI with that 3-run homer. There's a ball right on the corner, a slider. 2-2 the count. I guess I should say there's a strike right on the corner. Or there's a pitch right on the corner. If I say there's a ball on the corner, then what am I saying? Folks, I'm still learning. I'm still practicing. I'm still treating it as, teaching myself how to do better at play-by-play. I am by no means settling for whatever level I'm currently at. I strive to do better. We got a full count on Mayo, folks. With 2 down, the runners will be off. And the pitch swung on. That's hit hard, but foul. Got a pitch up and in. Turned on it anyway. Mayo's got a quick bat. Yeah, folks, we got to avoid those politics. Another 3-2 swung on, and that is a swing and a miss. Mayo strikes out, and the reliever gets that third out to stop any further bleeding. But the Orioles, with a sac fly from Pete Alonso, add on. They have now made it a 5-0 ball game. We are halfway through. Orioles, with a win tonight, will get to 38-42, 80 games into the season. Tomorrow's game is going to be played, and after that, we have officially hit the halfway point. So let's try to get to 39-42 at that official halfway point, with a win tonight and another one tomorrow, and then win 40 for the finale. Am I getting greedy? I don't know. I just know this. If we're going to get into this thing, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to do it. You feel me, folks? All right. Okay. What else is shaking? I'm reading up on some Rock Kabatko write-ups from earlier today. See if there's anything worth passing on to you. Oh, I'm still off screen as well, right? Sorry. Hello. Hello. After baseball tonight says we should be by at the deadline. We've been playing hot. Baseball tonight. Den-in-it. 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 That's what I'm saying, man. Let's get to 500 by the All-Star break. That is, I think, a realistic, it's still a lofty, but realistic, if we want to do this, kind of a pace. Average 2 out of 3 over the next 18, get to 500 at the break. And then second half, maybe add a piece or two. And, by that point, Albanez has gotten a little more under his belt as a manager. I do hope it's going to be a mutually, lovable relationship with Albanese. I've had my criticisms of him, but I've also said I've not given up on him. But again, this is really the time to figure it all out. We've been screwing around here for the first third to half of the season. Some questionable things going on, but we're still within striking distance. And based on that Dodgers series, I think we have a chance to climb back into things. Here's a little soft fly ball, left field, caught by Taylor Ward. For the first out, Walton is retired. For the Angels. It is the bottom third of the order for Los Angeles. So maybe a nice, easy inning of work for Bradish, we hope. Logan O'Hoppe is up, 0 for 1. First pitch, he hits it out to right. That's shallow. Coming in is O'Neill, and he's got it. 2 quick outs in the 5th. Just what you want to see. Bradish right on 60 pitches. Number 9 batter, Siri, coming up. Hey, Siri, play Despacito. All right. 2 down. First pitch is low to Siri. Hey, Siri, what's the most annoying phrase in the English language right now?
So it's not the best option, but it just is what it is.
I tend to agree with that. Thank you, Siri. 1-0 pitch. That is called a strike. It was a ball. It was low. Over the plate, but low. We get the call. It's 1-1. Hey, Siri, what do you think the chances are of the Orioles fighting back into this season and making a playoff run?
We're on a mission from God.
Okay. I like that. 2-1 pitch. Fouled away by Siri. It's 2-2. Hey, Siri, what are you doing after the ball game?
I'm up all night to get lucky. I'm up all night to get lucky.
All right. Hit me up with your digits. 2-2 the count on Siri. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch number 85 from Bradish. Curveball, line foul. We'll do it again. Let's see how long I can go with this bit. Folks. Mr. Landscaper, I'm looking to add some plant life around the front of my yard. Do you have anything?
Got bush. We've got bush.
Oh. Yeah, I could see that. Like a row of hedges. Sign me up for that. Hey, Siri. I forgot to say, hey, Siri. Sorry, I'm spacing out, folks. 2-2 pitch to Siri is foul back. We'll do it again. I promise. I'm still here. I'm all here. We got about 200 people here, folks. Don't worry. Sometimes my brain malfunctions. Here comes the 2-2. Right in there, called strike 3. Siri throws a tantrum. Sit down, kid.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks.
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
Sit your ass down. Folks, at the end of 5, Bradish is throwing a shutout. That ERA is now down to 3.77. We're in seventh heaven right now, Baltimore. By the way, in that series against the Dodgers, Game 1 was a one-run game. We lost. Game 2 was a one-run game. We won. And then you had that 12-1 game. So basically, we outscored them in that series like 20-9. We went to play the almighty Dodgers in their ballpark and outscore them over a series 20-9. That's encouraging. Okay? Okay? That's encouraging. Add the 5-0 lead we got here against Los Angeles teams. We've outscored them 25-9 through 3.5 games. Not too shabby. What happened to Blaze? Walter. Yeah, Phantom got you updated. There it is. Hoping for the best, but I just feel it's not too beneficial, at least mentally for me, to sit here and wonder how long it could be. Just going to have to wait for an update on that one. Blaze really, he is. Like I said, maybe a month ago, kind of like the Laureano sort of signing, or I guess in his case, trade. Pickup, we'll call it. That, in the off season, you look at and you're like, all right, I'm sure he'll play a role and help out here or there. And the next thing you know, you realize about a third or so away in the season that, hey, this guy is doing a little bit more than just helping out here or there. They're kind of providing a spark plug here. I hear a little activity in the Discord. I hope everything's okay. Folks, sorry for not calling the first couple of pitches here, but Tyler O'Neill is up at the plate leading off in the top of the 6th. 0 for 2 on the night, and he's got a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a line drive to left field. That's down for a base hit. A nice level swing and a liner. Hit hard to left by O'Neill. That was an encouraging at-bat. O'Neill is aboard to lead off an inning. And here is Taveras, your current third baseman. I cannot believe we're going to get through like 6 innings or so of Taveras playing defense at third. This is nuts. Whoa! Did we get a raid? Play-by-play with JJ has just sent a redirect, it would appear. So that ball game, which got started late on the East Coast, rain delay between the Phillies and, the Nationals, right? Welcome in, JJ Crowd. Thanks, JJ, for the redirect. It's 0-1 now on Leody Taveras. Runner at first, nobody out. And he looks at strike 2. Folks, we got a 5-0 Oriole lead here, and us Oriole fans are feeling on a pretty good ride right now after that series win against the Dodgers. And so far, so good on all phases of the game here tonight against the Angels. I'll hit them 6-3, neither team with an error. Key West has just become an official Magic member, folks. Welcome aboard. There is a pitch just off the inside edge on an 0-2 count. The Angels, who have 1 challenge left, do not try to use it. It would have been strike 3. So Taveras basically with a free swing, and he takes advantage of the free swing. It's a line drive down into the right field corner. Taveras will get to second with a double, and the Orioles have second and third with nobody out. Oh, the Angels missed a chance to put him away. They had strike three. He gets a free swing, and he turns it into a double. Folks, splash it up. Where's the button?
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
5-0 right now, and a chance to add on, you would hope. Second and third, and nobody out. The batter, Colton Cowser. First pitch, swung on and missed. A slider that dropped below and out of the zone. Key West.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
What do you think of those binoculars you got there, Key West? They look good on you, don't they? Folks, if you want to become a Magic member, you hit the join button. Works out to about 17 cents per ball game to help support the channel. It's things like that that make the channel survive. Small contributions and some annoying ads that hopefully you can click out of after 5 seconds. Folks, it's called DIY, doing it yourself. We're doing it. We're building an Orioles community out of nothing. Oh, the 1-2 pitch to Cowser, swing and a miss. And down he goes. You hate to see a guy strike out when he got second and third, nobody out. You just want to make some contact, but at least it's with nobody out that he does that, because with one away, still a chance to drive in the run without the benefit of a hit. You got Jeremiah Jackson now at the plate, and the first pitch is low. I'm hearing more beep activity in the... I should just ask right now, mods, should I be checking out the Discord right now? Is there anything I should be looking at? Here's a ground ball to third base. The runner going to home is going to be safe. Tyler O'Neill sneaks in under the tag of the third throw from third, Denzer Guzman. He was playing in. The ball was hit in front of him, so he got even closer to home by the time he threw there. Not a long throw at all. It was a high throw, though, and that's what cost him. Had he thrown that ball waist high or lower to the catcher, probably good enough to get the tag at home, but that throw just too high. O'Neill slides in, and he actually swims around the foot of the catcher, Ohapi. Actually, I'm looking at a replay. O'Neill is out. O'Neill is out, but he was also denied a chance to get to the plate. I thought the catcher has to at least provide some sort of pathway. And this play is now being challenged, and if they go simply by whether or not there was a tag, he is out. The runner is safe. What? He said safe, and then he said out. He said, all right, Albie, get out there and Albie's laughing. Albie's smiling. I mean, look, if it had nothing to do with whatever the current rule is about the catcher blocking the plate, you got to give the runner some way to get to the base or get to the plate without, having to force a collision. And that's the whole point of it all, is to avoid injuries, but you got to give him something. I don't know. Folks, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Sam Huff, and he's up there with first and third, 2 down. The Orioles, with a golden opportunity to blow this thing open, are now 1 batter away from perhaps coming away with nothing. Runner just moved up to second there, second and third now on that last pitch. And now it doesn't matter. A pitch in the dirt, swing and a miss. Huff strikes out, and this inning went from very promising to what the hell just happened. The Orioles come away with nothing, with a 5-0 lead. You would hope we're not going to look back on this inning with any sort of remorse, but definitely an opportunity to run away with this one, and nothing going there, folks. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's 5-0 Baltimore. Hey, JJ, redirect. I see you, buddy. I acknowledged you. Maybe you did the redirect and then popped in here a minute or two later. But yeah, as soon as I saw it, I gave you a big old thank you. Hope you're doing well. And let me check. How did you guys finish up tonight? Oh, no. The Nationals had your number. 4-1 Nats. You'll be all right. I'm JJ, I gotta be honest. Every time I tune into you, seems like I just keep coincidentally checking in right when you're calling a play or just making a note of Trey Turner screwing up in some way, shape, or form. Has Trey Turner peaked? It's the end of the world because the Phillies lost. Well, you know, that's great because it starts with an earthquake, an aeroplane. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I have a hurricane. Listen to yourself. Turn worlds of its own needs. Tummy of your own needs. Speed it up and not speak. Right. Oh, the string side. Last of the clatter with fear. Fight down height. Wire and a fire. Representatives engaged in a government for hire in a combat site. Nestor Wester coming in a hurry with the fury breathing down your necks. Team by team reporters baffle Trump, tethered crop. Look at that low plane. Fine. Then, overflow. Population coming. It'll do. Save yourself. Save yourself. Worlds of its own needs. Listen to your heartbeat. Coming in a rapture and better than the right. Fine. Use patriotic, slam dunk, bright light. Feeling pretty psyched. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Folks, we're in the bottom of the 6th. Bradish goes back to work on 68 pitches. Zach Neto will lead off. It's the top of the order for the Angels. Folks, careful, I might do the second verse. Neto 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. That's a hard hit ball, base hit in the left, between short and third base. Neto on with a leadoff single. Folks, oh, you know, it's just another one of my many talents. Folks, calm down. Have you not picked up on it by now? I'm extremely talented in more ways than I can even keep track of. What do you want me to do about it? I don't flaunt it. I just throw it out there from time to time. Here's a pitch fouled away by Nolan Shanwell. It's 0-1. Folks, Game 3 tomorrow, afternoon start. It's the West Coast, though, so you only have to cut out of work for maybe about an hour. Come up with an excuse. Here's a ground ball. Gunnar tries to get a tag on the runner going to second. He doesn't. Only play is to first. This is not an Ernie Clement situation, but he can't help but be reminded of it with this ground ball. Gunnar trying to get a tag, but Neto doing nothing wrong there. He's still in the base path. There is one down with a runner at second base. And the batter is Joe Adele, 1 for 2 with a single. And he lifts off, but he gets under it. Boy, that ball hit a mile high, and Gunnar will come down with it in shallow left. 2 away with a runner at second. Still a 5-0 Oriole ball game. 1 more out, and Bradish has gone 6 shutout innings. Quality start, pretty much locked in. JJ. Hey, JJ. JJ. Buddy. Maybe I am out of pocket asking you on your channel, but now that you're over here, let's have a chat after the game here tonight. I know you're a night owl. We haven't caught up in too long. Hey, there's a lefty up in the Angel bullpen. Jorge Soler, meanwhile, at the plate. The count 0-1. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Bradish with a sinker in there for strike 2. 97 on that one. Two strikes, 2 out. Kyle Bradish with a look at the runner. Neto at second. A long look. Here's the pitch. Inside. 1-2. I can't. All right. Well, whatever, man. Just keep standing me up. Just keep. I know, Mr. 10K Big Shot. Hey, did you get 11K tonight, man? You were right. You had like 17 to go last I looked. That's all I got. Well, let me read the rest. I kind of gave up on it after I just read I can't. I was offended. I can't. I got to be up at 7, dude. I'm winding down. I've got a long day tomorrow. Oh, listen to all this vague crap. Your vagaries. We're due to talk, damn it. I've had conversations with you that have gone to like 4 a.m. your time for like 3 hours straight. And an hour into those talks, I'm like, dude, it might be time for to go to bed. Ah, no, we're fine. Let's keep talking. Now I'm getting the cold shoulder. JJ, I am just joshing you, buddy. I only do this with the ones I love. There's a called strike 3. Bradish hits the corner, knee high on the outside. Soler frozen, and the inning is over. Hello.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. Well, let's make it soon there, JJ. Let's make it soon. We got stuff to catch up on here. Industry stuff. That's right, folks. Stuff that people watching here would be bored by. Yep, long first for Bradish. I tell you what, folks, the starting pitching lately, you got to feel pretty good. How long can we maintain it? And how much better can it be once we get Dino back into the mix? Jacob sending a super sticker. What's up, buddy? Thanks, man. Support from Jacob. Got a little umbrella there. That's like a beach umbrella, right? Like a chillax on the beach kind of umbrella.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Umbrellas have a very wide range of uses in terms of positive or negative. You can be a really bad rain shower, heavy winds. You're just trying to block it, and stupid umbrellas collapse and you get wet anyway. Or you can use it on a perfectly nice day at the beach just to provide a little extra shade from the sunshine as you watch the... What am I looking at here? Oh, this is a Why am I watching a replay of the umpire first saying safe and then out? Alvarez, I hope we win this game. I don't know. Maybe there's just something wrong with me. I want Alvarez to be a little bit more, or maybe a lot more, of a hard ass in the game. Don't get me wrong. I like to see a manager also with a smile when something happens that's funny. I don't know how funny that was, though. There's a line drive base hit in the right field by Taylor Ward. It's his second hit of the night. Man, the Orioles feels like they're sending up the top of the order every other inning. Ward on with a line drive to right. And the Oriole offense continues to get their hits here off Angel pitching. By the way, the new pitcher is Suter, the lefty. Is that Bruce Suter? Let me click on his name to be sure. Brent. All right, well, I got the first couple letters right. Brent Suter. A lefty on, and the 0-1 count is going to be a pickoff move over to first. Ward is back. Gunnar at the plate, 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the first, walked in the fourth. Infield hit in the fifth. I guess we're all victims of being a wiener at times. I've certainly been caught being a wiener a time or two. It's been a while, though. He's totally a wiener. Okay. Where is he on the wiener scale? Folks, maybe I should put out a poll. Where does Alvarez rank for you on the official BirdWatcher wiener scale? How much of a wiener? Gunnar with a base hit down the right field line. That one's going to roll all the way in the corner. That's got 3 bases written all over it. Gunnar, are you in the mood to run? Yes, you are. It's an RBI triple for Gunnar Henderson. Smoked down the right field line. The Orioles now lead it 6-0. Folks, have you seen my wiener?
It's magic, you know.
Have you seen my wiener? Here's a swing and a miss by, is that O'Neill? I can't tell. Who's up? Oh, sorry. Alonso at the plate. Sorry. Lost my train of thought. It's 0-2 on the polar bear, folks. Hang in there.
A polar bear stirs.
All right. Runner at third. Nobody out. The 0-2 to Alonso. Inside 1-2. And I don't think this is what the Angels wanted. To see Suter facing the righty Alonso with a runner at third, nobody out. Fouled away, still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alonso, you must drive that run in. Come on, buddy. This has got RBI written all over it. Trying to get on a pace to get over 100 this season. That pitch is low, a changeup. The count is 2-2. Folks, the pitch. That one misses, gets away from the catcher, but the only runner is at third, and that ball would have needed to get much farther away to try to risk running home, especially with nobody out and a guy like Alonso up there. Let Pete do the work. Full count, folks. The payoff pitch. Up and in, and he fouls it away. And I just heard probably the loudest reaction from this Angels crowd all night, and it was just on a foul ball. I'm assuming a catch made or a catch dropped by a fan somewhere. Oh, Alonso looks at a called strike 3. Got a sinker middle low. I don't know how you let that one go without offering at it, but he did. And that is the first out of the inning. Still a chance to get that runner in from third with a lot of different ways other than a hit. Here's Kobe Mayo. He looks at a pitch inside. Mayo 1 for 3, folks. Get those jars up. Get it all out there. Spread it all on there. Ground ball to third, and with the infield in, that's going to get Gunnar in a rundown. He is trying to run around it, but he will not. And now, oh my God, Mayo, what are you doing? Unbelievable. Just Kobe Mayo, nonsensically trying to break for second base pretty much after the tag on Gunnar was applied. The Angels simply throw to second, and Mayo's out by a mile. Absolutely no reason for Mayo to be out. Should be just standing on first base with 2 down. Or he should have broken a lot sooner, like Phantom saying. One way or the other, just incredibly bad. I mean, I don't know if he could have decided to go to second at a stupider time than he did. If he had done it sooner, sure. Or if he had waited later, he's probably just holding on it for. It's just really bad. Really bad there from Mayo. I don't want to focus too much on it, but you just put that in the old card catalog for later. Folks, we've reached the 7th inning stretch. The Orioles did add another run in the inning. They've scored in four of the 7 innings they've come up to hit tonight. They've built a 6-0 lead, 9 hits, no errors. Yeah, we made a dumb, low IQ thing there from Mayo, but other than that, picking up pretty much where we left off yesterday on a high. Things are doing good, folks. I think it's time to maybe get a little more carbohydrates in us. Keep that energy going because we're burning it off. Flexing our muscles out west. Folks, what do you say? It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Get them up there, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Get up and stretch now.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
This is called interactivity. Let me know that you're a country boy or girl.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Now, you don't have to be like country. You don't have to be like, Duck Dynasty country.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
But if you're, if you're just sort of fringe country, it's cool.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
If you're like Taylor Swift is one of my favorite country artists, that's you're in. You're invited.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Hey, folks, it's already the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is a strike to Denzer Guzman. Kyle Bradish on the mound to start the 7th. And the next pitch is high, 1-1. He's on 82 pitches. That's not country. But early career, she was labeled as such.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Swing and a miss. I don't enjoy knowing this much about Taylor Swift, but I do know that much. Her break was through the genre of country. If you went to go buy her record, it would have been in that section.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
So that's all I'm saying. Even if you're the most fringiest of country.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
You're a country boy. Or a country girl. I'm just trying to be inclusive. Hey, the count is 2-2 now on Denzer Guzman. Bradish about to throw his 86th pitch of the night with one out, nobody on. The 2-2 is high, full count. Folks, I caught myself leaning over here. Am I out of coffee? I am dangerously close. I have like one sip left. Might be time for that last lucky. Oh, Bradish paints the bottom zone line with strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, you're right. I took my daughter to a Taylor Swift concert during her transition, so we were served with... We got both kinds of music, country and Western. I admit, you don't even have to admit anything, Phantom. It's a fact. It's not like you're conceding anything. She started country. If that doesn't sit well with you, I guess I can understand. I don't know. She's not viewed that way now. So all is well, I guess. But that's how it is. It's I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Here's a ball hit to center field. Cowser on the run, makes the catch. Cowser sprinting to his right. He's got it, and the inning is over, folks. We have pitched 7 shutout innings from Kyle Bradish. It might be the end of his work tonight. I don't know, 89 pitches. We'll see. I mean, the starting pitching has been so good lately that I kind of feel like with a 6-run lead, you need an arm or two in there to get a little bit of work. And I would be thinking 1 or 2 right-hand. I think Tyler Wells is probably due for an inning tonight. I think this is a spot for him. I don't know. But I'd be fine if Bradish called it a night on just 89 pitches. They don't have to hit 100 pitches every night or every start. ERA right now for Bradish, by the way, is at 3.68. The dude is turning into that ace. Folks. Yeah, I know. This is why I joked about, folks, the whole reason why I use Taylor Swift as an example of people on the fringes of country is because I know exactly what the feelings are about her from both sides of this politics debate. I get it. I have no horse in the race or dog in the fight or whatever. I don't care. But I know facts. That much. I know that much is true. Folks, come on. Stay with me now. This is the sound of my soul. This is the sound. Wait, is that a... do they bring like a laptop to the game, or is that like a built-in TV screen right in front of your seat? I don't know which is worse. Bought a ticket to the world. Hey, it's Tyler O'Neill up. First pitch, swing and a miss. Suter, the lefty, still on the mound for the Angels. 18 pitches already into the appearance. 0-1 outside. It's 2-0. Pseudo outrage. Oh, okay. Pseudo. Studio. Folks, I'm in a singing mood. How can I not be in a singing mood? We beat the Dodgers 12-1. We won the series. Bradish shoved again tonight. It's 6-zip. It's late. I'm feeling good. I just say the word, oh, studio. Sorry. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. O'Neill strikes out. 1 down. Top of the 8th, folks. It's been all Baltimore tonight. DJBW. Folks, those are the first 4 letters I get every time I play Scrabble. What is that? I don't know why. Here's a ground ball off the glove of the pitcher, and this might turn into a hit. Yes, sir. Safe is the call. Leody Taveras. Oh, the pitcher. If he fields it cleanly, it's an easy out. If he lets it go by, it's probably an easy out for one of the infielders. Instead, he gets a glove on it. The ball dies near the mound, and Taveras able to beat out the infield hit. Leody is on. He is 2 for 3 since taking over for Blaze at third base. Yes, if you're tuning in late, you heard right. Taveras, since about the 3rd inning, has been our third baseman. Colton Cowser took a strike, takes another. It's 0-2, and he's 0 for 3 tonight with a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. That pitch in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. 1-2 on Cowser. Hey, Phantom, you in the mood to look into when's the last time at any level Taveras played third base? Because I'm definitely interested. The count now 2-2 on Cowser. Suter about to throw his 29th pitch, and Cowser went around. That pitch in the dirt, Cowser went around. The home plate ump rang him up. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 8th. Folks, you looked it up before. It had to be before he was 17 in the ring. So there's no like professional. So basically he was still an amateur in high school somewhere, maybe playing third base on a dirt lot somewhere. And now in a major league ball game, some 11 years later, here you go. Let's put you at third base. Sure, why not? Wow. It's just amazing that the roster is constructed in such a way that one guy, and I know I've said it like 3 times already, but you just can never be in a situation where if one guy has to be removed, that you don't have an answer for something somewhere. My first guess would be get rid of the third catcher. I mean, I know Adley's out, but you still have Sammy plus Huff. That's enough. Or Ciani, who you just called up. Don't see how much we're going to use him. Here's a high chopper to second base. Tough play there. It's close. And the call is safe. Jeremiah beats out an infield ground ball. Hit over to Walton at second. He was in the hole there into the outfield grass. He spun, he threw. Everything accurate in that department. That is a close play there, and they might want to look at that. They will look at that. The Angels are going to challenge I will want to be able to see it another time or two. First look, I'd say he is safe. And now a second look, and now I might change my mind. This angle has me thinking the Angels have an out. I think this could be overturned, folks, and if it is, that'll end the inning. As it is, it's 2 down with runners at first and second, and they just overturned it. A quick review to get an overturned call. Jeremiah is out at first. The inning is over. We are going to the bottom of the 8th, folks. It's still 6-0 Baltimore. Folks, may I remind you about tomorrow's game? Oh, wait. Only it's game 2, so same start time. Be here tomorrow at 9:20 p.m. Okay? If that's too weird of a time for you to remember, you always have the option to hit the notification bell on your subscriber button there. Little extra window there. But the first pitch will be at 9:38 for whatever reason. Now, that is not a time that's easy to remember. But I'll tell you what. If you want to make it easy and miss the first half of the pregame show, just get here at 9:30, okay? 9:30 is an easy one to remember. There's a club in D.C. named after it that I worked at for 8 years. So it's even easier for me. 9:30, folks. Up to 5,100 now on the odometer. 5,200. Maybe 5,200 by the All-Star break or better. Be nice. Definitely slowed down the pace. We were on a pace where 6,000 by the end of the season was not unrealistic, but it's looking more like 5,500 the way things have been going lately. 9:30 Club, hell yeah, says Animan. Animan, did you ever see a show there between the years of 2001 and 2008? Because if you had, you might have crossed paths with me. Folks, Kyle Bradish is going to come out here for the 8th inning. Here we go. Popped up the first pitch, did Jose Siri on the infield. Jeremiah near the bag at second has got it. A 1-pitch out. Ladies and gentlemen, Kobe Mayo. Folks, we did what I said we probably should do about 1 at-bat ago for Mayo. I said, just take the DH away so that Taveras can go to center field. Well, guess what? That's what's happened. Bradish is now in the game, in the lineup, with Mayo at third base, Taveras now in center field. No DH. You feel me, folks? Bradish right now on 91 pitches after strike 1 here to Zach Neto. This is the 4th time through the Angel order. Swing and a miss on a slider. Unreachable. 0-2. Not quite enough old for that. Oh, wow, you're on the younger side. Animan, I skew older. We've got a young buck in the audience. Boy, if you're going in the last, 20 years, it's just not like it used to be. And that's the newer version of the club, not the one downtown. Little hole in the wall. Folks, we got activity in the pen. I actually could not see who it was. It was a right-hander. Could not identify him. That's called strike 3. Folks, Kyle Bradish is pitching like an ace. Just carving hitters up. Another fantastic outing. Was that Rico? Thank you, Phantom.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, all right, gotcha. Rico Garcia's up in the pen, folks. Here's Sean Well, 1 for 3. 2 down, nobody on. Curveball for a ball. Bradish trying to get through 8 shutout innings after going 7 2/3 in his last start. The 1-0, swing and a miss. He's got swing and miss stuff with 2 down in the 8th. A slider that broke straight down. 1 ball, 1 strike. I was already giving Bradish applause after 7. I thought he was gonna maybe be done. Line drive and off the glove, maybe, if not just over the glove of the second baseman into right field for a base hit. I could not tell. There's a little line that stretches across behind the plate of the netting that holds up those screens going around the lower bowl of the seating area, and that line was right where the ball was passing over the glove. I couldn't tell if it hit off his glove or not. Either way, it's a single. 2 down. Let's hope it adds to nothing. Swing and a miss. Joe Adell at the plate. Chases one outside. It's 0-1. Bradish's next pitch will be number 100. It did hit off the glove. Okay. Swing and a miss. Another tight slider with a perfect break. Unhittable. Adell could not lay off. 0-2 the count. I'm sorry, now on 99. He can end the night with strike 3 and pitch 100 right here. What do you say? The 0-2 pitch. He's waiting. Here it comes. And another slider. Adell this time not going to chase it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bradish with a 1-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. Bradish raises his arm into the sky. He knows he's thrown a gem. 8 shutout innings. The ump is checking his hands for sticky stuff because he can't believe it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, give it up tonight for Kyle Bradish. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Folks, Ace is the place for Bradish. Holy cow. We're trying to get to 38-42. 80 games into this season here. 82 to go. Folks, there are teams every year that start just kind of hovering below 500. Looking okay here and there, but they overall look like they can't figure it out. And then slowly but surely, and what is a long season, every year one of those teams, slowly but surely, things start to click. You start getting these 10-game stretches of going 7-3. Next thing you know, you're back in the race. And next thing you know, you're entering September and October one of the hotter teams in baseball. I think the Tigers did that, last year or the year before? Detroit was one of the hotter teams after starting slow. It happens. It can happen to us. The signs are there. I wouldn't say this if the signs weren't there. You feel me, folks? There are signs. All right, Yates. Is that Kirby Yates, the veteran righty? First pitch strike to Sam Huff. I almost called him Aubrey Huff. Folks, pretty sure this is Kirby Yates. It says K Yates. I'm not even going to verify. Got to be Kirby. Swing and a miss. On a splitter, it's 0-2. Huff is 0 for 3 tonight. Messiah will be back behind the plate tomorrow, surely. Swing and a miss on a fastball right down Broadway. 3-pitch strikeout of Huff. All right. Last chance to add on to this 6-0 lead. 1 out in the 9th, and the top of the order coming up one more time. Taylor Ward is 2 for 4 tonight, a home run. He's scored twice. And he takes a big cut and a miss on a pitch just above the zone. 0-1. Taylor.
Taylor?
Let's go, says Erica. I'm with you. The 0-1 pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, I forgot again to ask. I just heard the Discord notification noise again. Is there anything going on in Discord I should be looking at there? Phantom or Janet? Anybody? If you had told me already, forgive me for not noticing. I just want to make sure I didn't neglect something. 2-1 on Ward. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Gunner on deck. He'll get one more chance. Okay. Thank you, Janet. 2-2 pitch upstairs. Count goes full on Ward. Ward had gone 6 games without a walk until he got one yesterday. Does not have one tonight, but maybe can work one here. Payoff pitch. And he does not. He swings and misses. And that is the 2nd out of the 9th. Gunner. Got a 2-hit night working.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
He's also got a walk. Last time up, RBI triple. Okay. Here's a ground ball to second and a diving stop in the outfield grass. Throw to first, and the foot is off the bag by Sean Well, the first baseman. Angels nearly pulled off a impressive defensive play to get Gunner, but the umpire says Sean Wells' foot not on the bag as Gunner. I mean, this one's going to be tough to overturn because you're going to need to see an angle where there is definite space between, or a definite lack of space between his cleat and the base. I don't know how you're going to overturn this. You're going to need a perfect angle. Again, another angle here. His foot might still be on the base, but there's no way to say it is or it isn't. And the call is off the bag. I think we're going to be okay here, even if he did have his foot on the bag. I don't see how they can overturn this. Did I already have my second lucky? I don't know, but if not, whatever. Still waiting on a replay call.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Who's that? Oh, Blaze. He seems like a guy that can play through a bit of pain as long as it's not, if it's just about pain management, I think he'll be fine. Call stands, runners safe, and the Angels lose the challenge. Again, even if that foot was on the base, there's just no way to confirm it. Umpire said it came off. And Gunner safe at first with 2 down. The batter, Pete Alonso. He looks at a first pitch strike. Pete 1 for 3 with a sac fly, single and an RBI, scored a run, average right at 250. Now on 53 RBI. He's on pace. If he gets an RBI tomorrow, let's say we give him 1, that'd be 54. That would put him on a 108 RBI pace. But he's definitely on pace for over 100. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Alonso strikes out, and that'll do it. The Orioles leave 1. We're going to the bottom of the 9th, folks. It's time to get the hearts flying in the Charm City chat. We are in a good way right now, trying to wrap up a shutout. Man, if it was old school pitch count days of when I was young, Bradish would certainly come out to try and get a complete game shutout. But on 101 pitches, I don't know if they're going to do something like that. Rico Garcia had been getting up and warming up in the pen. I will admit, it would be kind of nice to see a complete game shutout. Just hardly ever see it. When's the last time an Oriole starter got one of those? I don't know if I've called one on the channel. All right, Garcia's name just popped up on the screen, so forget about it. 8 innings from Bradish. Final line, he gave up 6 hits and 1 walk scattered over those 8 innings without giving up a run, and he struck out 9 batters. His ERA now at 3.64. Yeah, probably right, Phantom. You probably basically have to throw a no-hitter in order to get that complete game shutout. Unless you're like Sandy Alcantara. There's like a handful of guys out there that can throw like those extra 15 pitches or so that you need. All right, Rico Garcia time, folks. Let's make this nice and easy, and let's get a shutout. Rico Garcia, definitely not a high leverage spot. 6-0 Orioles. It's going to be the middle of the order here for the Angels. Soler, Meckler, and Guzman due up. "35th appearance of the season for Garcia. He's pitched 31 in the 3rd innings to an ERA of 1.72. Soler's first pitch to him, and that one is hit high in the air and deep. Back, and gone. Well, I think Albanez picked the right time to go to Rico. This has sort of been the problem lately. Home run balls. He was not giving these up. He wasn't giving up hits, never mind home runs, for the first couple of months of the season. He's given up at least 4, I'd say, over his last 6 appearances. Not too good for Rico. But again, hopefully he can just get the 3 outs we need here and not have to go to another arm. First pitch outside to Meckler. Ball 1. Would have been nice to get the shutout. 1-0. That one's hit in the air to left. Ward should have a play. He will make the catch. As he jogs to his right, there's the first out in the 9th. Come on, Rico. We'll finish it out. We'll figure out a way to use you in spots like this until you can find that mojo again, if ever. Again, if we never see Rico pitch to the level that we saw for the first couple of months this season, I'm still going to remember that run. It was a hell of a run. Here's a ground ball. Gunner fields it and has to spin around as that ball might have took a funny bounce on him. But he does recover and throw out that batter, Meckler, right? Or Guzman. Who was that? That was Guzman. Folks, there's 2 out. There's 2 out. We need 1 more out. I better hurry up and get ready. Come on. The batter is Walton. First pitch high from Garcia. It's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. 6-1 the score. Pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Change up. Up and away in the zone. Folks, show of hands. Who's going to be here for Game 2 tomorrow night? You don't want to miss how the Orioles are playing right now, do you? Come on. It's summertime. What else is on? NBA Finals are over. Stanley Cup's over. Yeah, you can take a peek in on some World Cup action if you want. But it's our time. It's our time down here. And Goonies never say die. 1-2 the count on Walton. 2 away. The pitch. Just a bit inside. 2-2. 1 strike away from winning the opener and a 3-game win streak for Baltimore. We need to build a long one. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! And this ball game is over. The Orioles are in the win column. Another comprehensive victory here tonight. Final score, Orioles 6, Angels 1. Kyle Bradish with 8 shutout innings. The offense with some home run power tonight. 6 runs on the board, 11 hits, no errors. Bradish with the W. Folks, the Orioles, how about that?
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Folks, where's the magic button? How you doing, everybody? We're in Anaheim. Originally the Los Angeles Angels, then the California Angels, then the Anaheim Angels, then the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and now back to just being the Los Angeles Angels, folks. The Orioles. By the way, we've been around longer, and we've just been the Baltimore Orioles, okay? Just throwing that out there. Bradish with the win. He moves to 5-7. Aldegheri the loss. He's 2-3. We only needed the one reliever, Rico Garcia. He gave up that home run. It's a little concerning. But the other guys in the bullpen right now with Helsley back, it has kind of had a domino effect where not high leverage as much for everybody. And for Rico, I think with the way he's going right now, a game like 6-0 in the ninth might be the perfect time to use him. But outside of that home run ball, it was great pitching tonight, mainly by Bradish. And then the offense, take a look, folks. Lots and lots of hits. Taylor Ward with 2 at the top of the order. A home run tonight to lead off the ball game. Scored a couple of runs. Gunnar Henderson, a 3-hit night with an RBI and a run scored. Alonso had a base hit, scored a run, and drove in a run. Also had a sacrifice fly to go for the one with the 1-for-4. Mayo had a 3-run homer tonight. Thank you very much. Hitting cleanup tonight. Taylor Ward had a base hit. Blaze Alexander, unfortunately, that's probably the worst news of the night. Blaze coming out of the ball game with what was it? A knee complaint. We're gonna wait for an update on Blaze. Probably Albanez fielding questions about it as we speak. But Leody Taveras came in and played third base for about four innings or so on defense. First inning out there as a third baseman, had a ground ball hit his way and was able to get the ball to Alonso. Alonso had to make another nice play to secure it. It was not an accurate throw, but that was the only time Taveras had to do something at third base, so we got away with it. And again, Taveras, 2 hits and 3 at-bats after coming into the ball game. Colton Cowser had an 0-for-4 night. Jeremiah went 1-for-4, scored a run, and then Sam Huff went 0-for-4. We don't care. Sammy Basayo back in the lineup tomorrow. So, yeah, even with a lineup where you got to downgrade a bat like Basayo to a bat like Huff, and, yeah, moving Mayo up to hit cleanup and O'Neill 5th, kind of worrisome there, but didn't matter. This team has got a good plate approach right now. They're looking pretty confident. They're stringing a lot of, it's not just one big inning. They're scoring runs in multiple innings in a way that makes you feel good about the consistency that you want to see out of an offense. They scored 1 in the first, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and then 1 in the seventh. So runs in 4 frames here tonight. I think we scored in like 6 different frames yesterday. It's good looking stuff, folks. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? If you're an Oriole fan right now, I don't care how pessimistic you are. I don't care if you're going to say, well, I need to see it for 6 straight games or something before I believe it. Well, you might have a point there. The Orioles do need to keep playing like this. We've got 2 more games left here in L.A. If we can win tomorrow, I am going to say forget 2 out of 3. Let's sweep this mamma jamma. But, yeah, let's just take it game to game. Let's keep playing like the way we're looking right now. Getting some very strong starting pitching. We're not taxing the bullpen as much as we were earlier in the season, and it's just making it even easier to get those final few outs. Just a domino effect, I guess I'm seeing, in a positive direction here for the team. Got to keep it up. Got to sustain. Again, I can't expect with another half of a season left to play that there's not going to be some kind of a downswing, a bad week, going 2-5 or something. I'm sure that is still going to happen. But what you want to do is get yourself in a position to be able to absorb a week like that and still be in a position to play in the postseason. So keep playing this brand of baseball that we've been seeing lately, and I think we can do that. Right. Let me refresh this page. 38-42. We're 2 games still behind the Blue Jays. They've won their last 2. Still 3 back in the loss column. But we're now 5 up on the Boston Red Sox, who have dropped their last 2 games. Boston is definitely fading away. I mean, if you want to talk about a team that is going to sell, I don't see any reason to bring our name up in that conversation before you bring up Boston. I mean, Boston pretty much losing 2 out of 3 on the season now, 31-45. Or is that losing 3 out of 5? I'm sorry, that's losing 3 out of 5. Basically playing 400 baseball on the season. Speaking of 400, the Angels now 32-48. That is precisely a 400 winning percentage. Right. What else? Both teams left 6 men on base tonight. Time of the ball game 2 hours and 34 minutes. Attendance 28,400. Wow. Tell you what, at first pitch, I thought about half of that amount that I could see. I don't know if I trust that number. Angels might be fudging some numbers, folks. But yeah, that's going to wrap things up here. Again, late night on the West Coast. It's after midnight in the Baltimore area. I'm taking a look right now, and I see only one other game currently on, and that's the Braves and the Padres, and I don't know anybody that's calling that game, so no place to redirect you. I'm just going to sign it off and catch up with you tomorrow for the late afternoon finale here against the Angels. Hope you'll join me once again. Be here at, 3:20. Don't be here any later than 3:30. Or is it the other way around? Is it 4:20? Shit, I forget. I always get confused living over here. What did I write in the text? Oh, I didn't even change it in the scrolling text. Wow, I stink. All right, let me get this right. Oh, I'm sorry. Tomorrow is another same start time. I'm thinking we're playing we're playing the final game tomorrow. I'm ahead of myself because it's already, it's already a Tuesday over here. I'm sorry, folks. Let me just say tomorrow night, be here at 9:20 and the stream will start. Don't be later than 9:30 and I'll catch up with you then, okay? I stumbled through all that. My apologies. I'm a little bit tired. But plenty of time to rest. I'll see you tomorrow, folks. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks to the mods in the Charm City chat for doing another bang-up job, keeping the chat nice and charming. I kind of gave up on the whole like count thing, but we got 165. Very nice. Odometer hit 5,100 tonight. We also had a couple of super stickers and a new Magic member joining us as well. Thanks, everybody, for all your support in all those different ways. And have a good rest of your night. See you tomorrow. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I will chirp at you later. Final score, Orioles 6, Angels 1.